Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Trusted Gem Goddess Quita. You can call me Quita, either one will do. I answer to both. Please like, share, subscribe, donate, all the good jazz. I've been trying to get this message out for a while now. I done did like 3 or 4 videos, and because I had to really know what was going on. I thought it was New York, but this is California. This is California, y'all, that I'm going to speak about. There's going to be a volcano erupt, and they're going to try to do something to rebuild Hollywood in California. They're going to try to rebuild something, and they're sending messages about a volcano erupting, about a dragon, about planes. This is where a lot of stuff go down that y'all are not aware of, and some of us are aware of. It's much more than what I'm hearing that that saying, the truth is stranger than anything you could think of, and than your imagination. I think it's the truth. Y'all get what I'm saying. Truth is stranger than fiction. But it's gonna be, they're saying there's some kind of octopus that's gonna be swallowing up boats. It's gonna be a beast that come out the water, alligator, alligator, huge animals that's coming out the water. They'll make it seem like that aliens did it, or that they unlocked something, but Spirit is saying they had bases in the water. They was down there doing this, and this is how they're gonna keep the people scared and fearful. It's all to stop the coming of Christ, because they want to stay in control. The biggest company that's taking a hit is the British when it comes to the coming of Christ. The Hellman's brand, and trickle on down to the Lever's brothers, because they own most of our goods in America. They're the one that provide most of our goods. Look up Hellman's, and then go ahead and do your research and go on down to the Unilever, the ones that make our soaps and stuff. They're the one that's taking a big hit. Somebody is watching. Somebody that lives over a barbershop is like the one that's watching the spying on someone. They're trying to cage in the transformation periods of the Christ coming together. It's a lot of messages. It's a lot that I got, y'all. So it could be some big beast coming out the water, or it could just symbolize something. Definitely the rise of the robots is here. They're controlling stuff. They're gonna put certain symbols in the sky. There's gonna be certain symbols in the sky, almost like the Christ is coming, like a warning. And when the Christ is in full control, that's when they're gonna act like the coming of the Christ is the one that's causing all this chaos and confusion, and these people, these demonic people, who the Antichrist people. Let me just put it this way, because it's a lot of groups of different ones, and they're coming together. But the Antichrist people is the one that's manifesting all this chaos and all this death and stuff, because that's not what the Most High God want. That's what the Christ. That's not what the Christ is about. It's about unifying the people, bringing justice. They're withholding justice. They're controlling justice with black magic. They're controlling justice and divine timing. Of the coming of Christ. Volcano is going to erupt. They're going to make a volcano erupt. A dragon is going to be in. It's just a lot of stuff that's going to happen in California. A dragon, something about a dragon is going to be there. They're going to have a search for, they don't have a search party for something. They're looking for something. And there's a lot of stuff that they're building in the waters right now. Yeah, y'all got to understand. When you had Megan Thee Stallion talking about that the aliens is in the water, it's because it's something that they did. That, trust me, they're in on it. They know something. They're doing something in the water to make all these big, like, the octopus get so huge, crocodile get so huge, the alligator gets so huge. There's going to be like a King Kong. You know how King Kong went in on top of the building and was huge? They're going to do that to, they're doing that to a gorilla or an ape or some kind of monkey of the Monkey Kingdom. And this is in Hollywood. They're going to, either they're going to stage it like it's an alien invasion, but it's not. It's not going to be an alien invasion. It's because, excuse me, it's not going to be an alien invasion. They're going to come up, they're going to present it the news, and you know, they're going to manifest it and make everybody think that it's an alien invasion, and it's not. There's going to be strange object, strange, some kind of strange being in the sky too, like a pterodactyl. It could be a some type of it's something that they created to make it look like an alien, but it's not an alien. They're gonna have octopus swallowing up boats. So after a while, y'all not gonna even be able to travel by boats or Ferris wheel. Submarine is in the water. So they're gonna act like they're gonna send an army out to investigate, and you know, they already know what's going on. They're letting you know the Christ is coming. They have the Christ symbol, the plus, you know, the controller symbol, the plus sign or the X or whatever. They have that in the sky, letting them know that the Christ is coming, and that they're gonna say that the Christ is causing this, the coming of Christ, and that's not true. That's not true. The Antichrist people is gonna cause all this chaos and confusion. It's not it's not the Christ. It's the Antichrist people who are causing this confusion and chaos, and they purposely did that because they lost control. They don't want the Christ to be in control. They didn't want the coming of Christ. That's what this is. They tried to cap the transitional periods of the coming of Christ, because the Christ been here. Mary and Joseph is here too. The souls of Mary and Joseph, the soul of Christ, the soul of Mary and Joseph is here. All the biblical things that was going back up in the day, we're only reliving that stuff in reverse, to believe it or not. It's reverse right now. Everything is in reverse. So we know Jesus is one soul, two bodies. So instead of the Christ, Mary and Joseph having the Christ is going to have Mary or Joseph. That's how it's going to be. That's exactly how it's going to be. There's some type of rope that's tied to a building with some person. They're going to either dangle a person, or somebody's going to jump off of a building or something, a skyscraper. It's going to be a mass distraction. The reason why they're doing this, they don't want people to know that Christ is here and the Christ is coming. They don't want the Christ to be in control, but it got to be in control. Because it's the time. It's time. Aren't you tired of them molesting and doing all this crazy stuff to people cheering and stuff like that. And that's because heaven is going to be on earth, and these demons can't live. They can't. They're not going to be doing. When the Christ comes, it's not going to be um, unethical stuff that's going to happen. People are going to be happy and celebrated. You're going to be able to communicate better, and mostly everybody who's spiritual is going to have to be able to have their spiritual gifts. Like, how can I put it? Like, if you got a gift of telepathy, people are gonna you're gonna be able to use that. You're not gonna have to talk most of the time. People are gonna know. I'm hearing every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Christ is Lord. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. And they don't want to do that. They going out the hard way. Mm-hmm. And all this stuff is gonna happen in California, y'all. Hellman is taking the biggest hit. Hellman's, the Lever Brothers, Unilever, they make most of our stuff. They're taking the biggest hit. I'm just gonna put it that way. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. I had to remake this video a couple of times, and somebody saying that they love California, that they love Hollywood, they love how it is, and that's why they're doing it, because they love just the way things are. They love being evil. They love doing evil shit. So, of course, they don't want the coming of the Christ. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Okay, you guys, this is the rest of my video, I guess you would say. I had took a break. I was having technical difficulties due to warfare. For y'all that don't know, I am the higher soul of Christ. There are two bodies, but one soul. I carry half of the soul of Christ, and there's another person who is my twin flame. If you know, you know. It's all over my Instagram. If you haven't been picking up the clues, because people, unless you directly tell them, for some reason they don't pick up the clues. And I understand that it's a lot of warfare, but it's just like it sticks out like a sore thumb. But to me, um, and I get more into how I found this out, how I went about this. I will give y'all more about it. So, but for right now, I am the higher soul of Jesus Christ, what you know as the Christ. I don't the. It's so hard to get out because, like, I know I imagine saying this like looking out, with some type of ego, but Spirit had me to say no, just be your normal self. You don't have to, have your hair all done. You don't have to fit a certain criteria, because you are who you are on a soul level. So I choose to do it this way because it's more comfortable for me, and I get so much warfare, and this is what they're trying to stop from the me coming out saying. It took a while for me to grasp and really understand that I wasn't crazy, that I am who I am, and I just don't make any qualms about it anymore. I've accepted who I am fully, solely, and I just hope to grow into more of my gifts and callings. Um, but yeah, I am the higher twin. I am the higher soul of Jesus Christ. There's a earthy soul. I'm like what you call the heavenly soul, the high soul. Just means I'm more of the spiritual twin, and the other half of the soul is a more earthy twin. The more the karmatic twin, the more that get into karmatic things in that nature. But in life, everything has to have a balance. So I came to understand. That's how I know so much about Jesus, because I am the soul of Jesus Christ. Um, or you can call him Yeshua. That's why I'm like, in this, now that I'm in this lifetime, who I am, and how can I put it? They use they I don't even know. It just makes sense to me. Yeshua, the Most High, yes, child, and it's just backwards because we're living we live in this particular lifetime backwards than what we lived the first time. So When I constantly say I'm the most high yes child, it's the same thing. I am Jesus, I am the Christ, I am Jesus, I am the Christ. It's the same thing. A lot of people take because the J just came in not too long ago, but Yeshua, all of that, the most high yes child, what more can I have more? And I have all the gifts and that like spirit, they went and took me through everything to I'm like, no, like I'm like no. But yes, it makes sense why they constantly come against me, why I'm constantly under warfare, why they're constantly trying to do death spells, and I've been new, but to come into grasp of who I really was on the soul level is a lot. It's a lot. Um, it's a lot of people along my journey recognize who I was a soul of, and they helped me to grow. And I just want to say thank you to those people. I just I feel so good saying it so that these people like it's done now. Like, what are you gonna do now? You know what I mean? It's crazy because they expect so much of the Christ, and a lot of what Christ is it's a lot of symbolic stuff, and it's a lot of literal stuff too. We get into that in a coming future, hopefully, if I'm led to. But I just want to say I am the higher self of who y'all know as Jesus Christ, who y'all know as Yeshua, yes, I am her, and there is a him to me, so I am her, and whenever he's ready to introduce himself, he will. It just feels so good to say it. Um, I had to. You just understand. I had to accept my spiritual truths so many different times because they came and they still steal from me energetically. They steal a lot of of my energy, my source, because Jesus Christ is a regenerator. He is, she is. So they're a regenerator. So that's why I was like, they could take. I can have. It can seem like I have nothing, but I still have like it. Like I could create nothing. I could create something out of nothing. And I just had to grasp who I was on a soul level, y'all. It wasn't easy. It took years. And I just want to share that I am the higher soul of the Christ. Yes, I do have a lot of gifts. Yes, I do have a lot of abundance. It may not look like I'm the Christ, but I am. The universe, the angels are always telling me, we're not looking for pretenders. We're not looking for you. We just want you to be you. And I'm really good at being authentic, but this was a new level of authenticity for me, and I had to grow into that authenticity because it's one thing to accept something in private and to know within yourself. It's another thing to do it in public, to put it out there in the atmosphere in public in front of more conscious people. So it's a lot of people who already know that I'm the soul of the Christ. um but I am just who I am, and I am not going to be apologetic about it. That's why a lot of people, a lot of narcissists. That's why I know a lot of stuff. I get a lot of information. The angels are around me. That's why it's everything makes sense. If you follow my Insta timeline, you would see like, okay, yeah. And there's a lot of things in the Bible that gets misconstrued. This the one thing that's misconstrued the people. The word holy and holy, like the word holy, like somebody that is holy, cleansed, and then somebody that is whole, meaning that somebody that you don't have demons within you, you don't have trauma, like all this trauma to heal, like you're not being controlled by somebody else, your brain is not split, you don't have mental illness, and people get that misconstrued in the Bible a lot, and the devil played with those particular words in general. That's why the English language is what it is, because of all this war that happened. But yeah, whole, WHOLLY, holy. That means somebody that's complete, that is holy. Their mind is not split. They're not being controlled by demons. They're not being controlled by another practitioner. Their brain is not spread. They have things of that nature. And if it was, it's all the way healed. They're whole. they're holy. You feel me? And then it's a more another level to that. Someone that is whole, that is beyond being whole and complete, and they're holy, meaning they're not touched by nobody. Either they are married or they are not engaging in fornication, and a saint, basically somebody that is a saint, that you will look up to, and that took a higher spiritual position of authority. So that gets misconstrued a lot, and I think that if that was taught more in the church, and just in life in general, in spirituality in general, then a lot of people will come out of bondage of satanic bonds and satanic rituals, because is they make it kind of hard. They try to make it hard to seem hard, but it's really not. Once you get a sense of you being your whole self, and belonging to your whole self, and not under people's spells and rituals, then you be like, oh, this is so easy to be me. It's easy to be authentic. So yeah, y'all, I don't even know what to say. It's just been a relief to release this out, to release this into the atmosphere. The spiritual world has already acknowledged my spiritual truths about myself. They help me to acknowledge them, and I am just gonna be who I am, wholly and fully, and I accept that I'm a lot. Like, I am a lot. I have a lot of gifts. I have a lot of knowledge, and I don't know everything, but my angels, the Most High, do, and I can go find that information. That's why people get misconstrued. Um, one thing about the soul of Christ is a very balanced soul, and then not only that, it's a perfect example because it's not two men and two women. It's not excluding one gender of people. You know what I'm saying? It's saying wholly that they are man and woman. And they try to do that to the Bible too. But I am a black woman. And my partner, whenever he is a celebrity. My twin is a celebrity, so whenever he gets ready to come out, he will. And if he never do, then you see me with him, then you know what it is. You already know what it is. So yeah, y'all. Much love. I'm out. Peace.